All right, let's set the scene. You're out somewhere, maybe walking down the street or just grabbing coffee. You catch a girl glancing your way, or maybe she just happens to be in your space a bit more than you'd expect. You wonder, is she just passing through? Or is there something more going on here? Well, here's the truth. When a girl thinks you've got that sexy aura, she's not going to spell it out, but her body language absolutely will. And she'll be showing signs before she even says a word. Today, I'm revealing 9 quiet signals that scream attraction. These are the little giveaways that tell you she's drawn to you, even from across the room. If you want the inside scoop on what to look for, stick around. Let's break it down. 1. The double take. This one is gold. You're just minding your business when you catch her looking at you, not once, but twice. That double take is no accident. Think about it. If you're just an average stranger, she might notice you in passing and move on. But if she's really intrigued, her curiosity gets the better of her, and she can't help but take a second look. It's as if her subconscious mind is nudging her to take one more look, almost savoring the sight. And here's the thing. She might even look away quickly when she notices you caught her, because she doesn't want to seem obvious. So if you notice her looking and then glancing back, even if she tries to play it off as nothing, it's a strong signal. That second look, it's her way of saying, there's something about you that I can't ignore. You're living rent-free in her head, my friend, and she's not even trying to hide it. 2. Lingers in your orbit. If she's hanging around in your general area, even when she has other options, that's a big clue. Maybe you're at a party or a cafe and she always seems to be within arm's reach, yet she doesn't approach. It's almost like she's a satellite orbiting a planet, pulled by an invisible force. This is called proximity attraction, where she gravitates toward you without even realizing it. Now, maybe she's not staring directly at you, but if you keep noticing her drifting into your line of sight, whether she's joining your friend's conversation or finding an excuse to stand nearby, it's no coincidence. Often her subconscious is at work, drawing her closer because something about you has hooked her. Trust me, if she's in your space without a clear reason, that magnetic aura of yours is pulling her in. Just a casual glance in her direction might be enough to confirm she's there because she wants to be. 3. Glancing and smiling without looking away. This one's subtle but powerful. If she sneaks glances at you from across the room and holds that smile, she's trying to communicate her interest without saying a thing. A quick smile, held just a bit too long, is her way of testing the waters to see if you're noticing her too. Here's the beauty of it. She doesn't need to talk to send a message. Her smile is a clear signal that she's enjoying the sight of you and is hoping you'll catch her little invitation. It's almost like she's telling you, I see you. Do you see me? Even if she's engaged in conversation, her smile might be a bit more radiant when she glances your way. In the game, Neil Strauss talks about women creating these little moments of eye contact to signal interest. If you catch her smiling when your eyes meet, even for a second, that's her letting you know you've caught her attention. 4. Body angles towards you. Here's a subtle sign. Pay attention to her body position. When a girl is interested, she'll subconsciously angle herself toward you, even if she's not part of your conversation. Think of it as her body's own magnetic pull. Her feet, her shoulders, even her face will tend to point in your direction. It's like her body is literally tuning into you, almost as if she's inviting a connection. So let's say you're in a group setting. She may be chatting with friends, but if she's standing in a way that her feet or her torso are angled towards you, she's focused on you in a way that goes beyond polite interest. Even if her head is turned away, her body is already making the first move. Next time you're in a group setting, notice if she's aligning herself with you. Her body language is saying, I'm paying attention to you, without a word. 5. Quick secretive glances. Now, this one's easy to miss, but incredibly telling. If you catch her giving you those quick darting glances, she's trying to look without making it too obvious. This is her way of gathering intel, checking out your vibe without committing to direct eye contact. It's almost like she's trying to sneak a peek to get more information without drawing attention. Why the secrecy? She's curious, maybe even intrigued, but she doesn't want to make herself too obvious. So she'll use a quick glance, looking up at you when she thinks you're not paying attention. If she's glancing and then looking away quickly, she's definitely interested, but she's keeping it low-key. In the game, Neil Strauss mentions how subtle gestures like this are a safe way for women to show interest without putting themselves out there too much. 6. Preening from afar. All right, here's one that may seem subtle, but it's a dead giveaway. When a girl is into a guy, she'll often start fixing her hair, adjusting her clothes, or subtly touching her neck while she's in his presence, even from a distance. This isn't a nervous habit, it's a deeply ingrained instinct. This preening is almost like her subconscious prepping for the possibility that you'll notice her, making sure she's putting her best foot forward. She might even pull her hair to one side to reveal her neck, one of the most vulnerable, attractive parts of the body, as psychologists say. And if you notice her fixing herself up or brushing her hands through her hair while checking your direction, she's subconsciously hoping you'll pick up on it. It's her way of showing, without saying a word, "Hey, I want to look my best when you're looking." 7. Flashing her best smile to her friends, but aiming it at you. Picture this. She's across the room with her friends, laughing or having a great time. But every so often, she glances your way mid-laugh, almost like she's sharing the moment with you. Her smile is technically directed at her friends, but she's positioning it for you to see. It's like she's giving you a front row seat to her best self, her laughter, her joy, her personality. Here's the psychology. A lot of attraction happens when someone sees you at your most vibrant and natural. So when she's throwing her best smile, biggest laugh, and brightest energy in your direction, it's intentional. She's giving you a taste of her energy, letting you know there's more where that came from. This small but powerful gesture is a way for her to show off her charm in a way that feels natural yet flirty. 8. Fidgeting when she's nearby. When she's close to you, she might start fidgeting, adjusting her jewelry, playing with her hair, or straightening her posture. Why? Because when a girl feels drawn to someone, especially if she's a bit nervous or excited, she'll subconsciously adjust herself to look her best. Even tiny movements, like smoothing down her outfit or touching her neck, can be signs of attraction. In the game, these behaviors are called indicators of interest. She may not even realize she's doing it, but her body is reacting to the subtle tension she feels around you. If she's a little more fidgety when she's near you, she's feeling those sparks, even if she's not saying anything. Her body's reaction is a big sign that your presence has her feeling some type of way. 9. Mirroring your body language from afar. This one's powerful and sneaky. Mirroring is when she unconsciously mimics your body language from across the room. If you cross your arms, she might do the same. If you lean back, she mirrors it. It's her body's way of syncing up with yours and creating a connection without any actual contact. Think of it as her subconscious way of saying, "I feel comfortable around you, even from a distance." Mirroring isn't something we do for just anyone. We're drawn to people we feel connected with. And when a girl mirrors you from afar, she's letting her guard down without even realizing it. In the game, this mirroring is mentioned as a natural, almost primal behavior that helps create a silent bond. Watch for these subtle cues. They're almost like her way of saying, "I'm on your wavelength." It's a surefire sign she's tuned into your vibe. Here's a bonus for sticking around. Ever notice how sometimes, even when the night's winding down, she'll linger for just a little longer, maybe throwing one last look your way as she heads out? That long goodbye from afar is her way of saying she's noticed you, felt the connection, and maybe wanted to leave a lasting impression. It's almost like she's giving you one last opportunity to make eye contact or notice her before she leaves. A lingering glance is a powerful form of nonverbal communication that's both mysterious and alluring. It's her silent version of, "I'll see you around." And if you catch her doing it, you've definitely made an impact. All right, guys, so next time you're out and about, keep an eye out for these silent signals. Remember, actions speak louder than words, and a girl who's feeling your aura will let it show without saying a single thing. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and let me know which sign was most surprising. Thanks for watching, and here's to noticing all those little signals she's sending your way.